You know, one of the best things about going camping is campfire. It's nothing better than to be able to have the skills to be able to build a campfire from scratch. You know, today we want to show you a great technique that we use in our outbound program to be able to teach kids how to really build a campfire. And we are using a flint as well as some cotton wool. We're going to share it with you online today. What a better way to practice this than to do it in your own backyard with a fire pit. So I will encourage you guys to share this and to be able to use this and train yourself as well as your family and your kids and get them involved, because building a campfire can be seen as dangerous for kids, but I feel that it's really a great way to teach them respect, confidence, as well as to be able to use it safely. So stay tuned and let's get into it. First thing before we get into it, let's talk a little bit about safety. In a backyard environment, it's really important that you have a fire pit. A fire pit will help you control and manage the fire, and it doesn't get out of control, it keeps it contained. Second thing is always have a bucket of water. If anything gets out of control, you can use the water without having to run and get the hose, and because a fire can spread within seconds. So you just gotta always manage it and always make sure that the kids are not left unattended. Adult supervision is very, very important, and to really make sure that you're watching over them and help them to have a safe experience. Let's get into it. Now, as a family activity, before any camping trips that we do when we get on site, one of the things is our kids really get involved in getting what we call kindling, which is really just pieces of small twigs as well as large logs. So with building a campfire, you need to start from small to large. So what we have here to start off for today is we've got some twigs that we've gone around the house looking, and you can find these in parks and your family walks and everything. The important thing about twigs is start really, really small. So for example, you know, when we've built a campfire, we've just found sticks as small as this. Alright, so having a really, really thin kindling will help it spread out, because if you start too big, it's going to take too long to burn and it won't hurt. So starting small and working your way up, and eventually logs. Alright, so when you pick sticks, one of the first things is very important is to be able to make sure that you find sticks that really snap. When I say snap, it's a clean snap. So example of this is, let's have a look at this. Look at how easily it snaps off. You can actually hear the breaking, and it's a clean break. Anything that is like bendy, or I'm see whether I can find an example, right? Like even like that, see how I bent that a little bit? That's not breaking fully and it sort of wants to spread. That is not really ideal. So you really want to find twigs, a little twig. Let's see, I can find another one. Now that's a good example of a snap. Alright, exactly like this. Not too hard and really simple snap. Try to find as many. Don't always underestimate how much wood you need to start the fire. Collect a lot more, because the last thing you want is when it's starting going and you're running off looking for more sticks. Like when our kids are involved, when you get more kids, you can have a huge pile. Don't worry about it. The more you have, the more it's gonna last, and you're not gonna have to fumble around. Now, the kit that we get our kids to put together is a personal kit that they can take with them when they go camping, because it's got everything ready for them. What it is, it's just a flint and steel that they've got, and some cotton buds and some Vaseline. I'll talk a little bit more about why those things are important, and but yeah, it's a very fun that the kids all have to be able to put together. Alright, so the quick difference of comparison between one with Vaseline and the other is without. Okay, so I'll light this one first, and then I'll light the second one. Now you can see it burning. They're all well and good, but look at the difference between a one without Vaseline, and that's starting to die off, and this one with the Vaseline is still going strong. In fact, you can even see that it's already starting to burn the kindling that's under it. So you can see that's pretty much gone. You can't do much with this now, but with this one it's still really going quite well. Okay, let's talk about the steps of building a campfire. First thing is we need to make sure that we have a good foundation underneath. Rather than putting the fire, building the fire right on dirt or even some, in this case, ashes, you need a little base. And the base, we want to build a base out of, pretty decent sort of sticks. So you just break a few and just snap it around and build the foundation. Now this does two things. It keeps a really nice surface to build the fire on, and the fire can actually burn the sticks underneath as well. But more importantly, it's all about airflow. You want to raise the ground up so that you've got air really going not just on the top but all around, because oxygen is really what keeps the flame going. Next, we take our cotton wool that has been laden with some Vaseline, and like I said, spread it all out and really making it really nice and fine. At this point, get all your little kindling around and get it all ready next to you to be able to slowly, once you light the fire, to really lay it on top, not dumping it all in one go. Then what we do is we will light the actual fire by lighting it, and as it burns, we will slowly lay the sticks on top so it slowly catches fire and let it go. Right now, let's get one of my kids involved to be able to show you how it's done. Alright, here we have my son with me, and he's going to go through the process. Once again, like I said, always be around to maybe watch and supervise and guide them through the process. Okay, so Asher, go for it. First thing, let's put some foundation with the thicker sticks. That's right. Alright, let's get a cotton bud and put some Vaseline into it. Got it? Yep. Think that's enough?
Yeah.
Okay, let's lay it in the middle and then just put one stick over. Let's try lighting it straight away and then putting all these sticks around it, okay? That's it. Okay, go. Okay, so don't want to fill up too much. You want to really let the fire sort of starts to build. Okay, you can see that now it's really taking charge, and now we can start, Asher, we can start putting a little bit bigger branches. Alright, and how you lay it is very important. Putting it, keep your finger away from the fire as much as possible. Alright, and laying it on the bottom, okay? So bottom and just stacking it on top nicely. Alright, still remember not to overload it, really doing it nicely so that it lets it sort of breathe, okay? Always remember a TP. Try to stack on top, and if you find that the wood is starting to be too big, just make it a little bit smaller again. So it's all about letting it burn. Alright, don't worry if it starts to build. You can see like a bit of oxygen. Look at that. When the bit of wind has come through, it will still burn, and that's what it takes to really build a campfire and to get the fire going. Alright, so have fun. Now as I said, we'll keep this going, and then the sticks that we use starts to get bigger and bigger until we actually can put our logs onto it. Okay, well there you have it. You've got the basis of really how to get your kids and build a really nice campfire in your backyard. And really have fun, because there's nothing better that we love our camping trips with a campfire. A campfire provides warmth, it provides a fuel source for us to cook, it provides light, and also it creates a deep and meaningful conversations amongst your family. So here we go, the fire is going. Good job, Asher. High five. Well done. Catch you later.